Welcome to Sharps and Flats with Kingsley. I am your host, Kingsley, and today is we're on page 17, number 69. The song is Channel 3. It's in 3/4 time signature. That's a new thing for us if you haven't seen that yet. We'll get into that today, but let's start right with having fun with one. Play the first note of the song. I'm going to play a rhythm and you play it back. So for example, I might go ta 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 ta, then you. Ta 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 ta, then me. 1, 2, me, then you. You. Me. You. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, we were just having fun with one. Oh, that's a good way to warm up. I trust that you have your tracking sheet in front of you somewhere and you are checking off the exercises you're doing, checking off the videos you're doing, you're circling the ones you want to go back to, you're making notes, putting a dated goal on there that says, I want to complete this section by this certain date. That is a great goal to have. All right, and you are also, you've warmed up, you have been tuning yourself, either with a hard tuner, a physical one, or you've been tuning online with the Google Tuner. Remember, you can always go to resources, all the videos for how to tune your instrument, for how to warm up, and access to an online tuner and online metronome is on there as well. So go to resources at the top of my homepage. Here we go, Channel 3. We are going to tackle the notes of the first 4 measures, first thing first. So here we go. Just measure one note at a time. So look at those notes, figure out what they are, one note at a time. Ready? Second time. Third time. Okay, great. You've got those 3 notes down. Now go to the second measure. Let's do those 3 notes, one note at a time. Go. Second time. Go. And third time, ready, go. Now what we're going to do is play the first 2 measures fast pairs. So there are 6 notes in those 2 measures. Go dot, 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 dot. Ready, go. Second time, go. Third time, go. I messed up in there. Let's do that again, that third time again. Ready, go. You're making progress. You are building some muscle memory into your brain to remember the order of these notes and to get your fingers to go there. Now let's do this. Start fast pairs. Instead of on the first note of the song, start it on the second note instead and go all the way 1 note further. So we're still doing 6 notes, but start on the second note instead. Ready, go. So you ended on the half note in measure 3. Second time, ready, go. Third time, ready, go. Whew. Okay, now count the foods to the first 3 measures. Oh, but you know what? There is something in there that we haven't learned yet, and that is the dotted half note. Look up at the very top of your page. You see the very top left, you see it says dotted half note, and it shows you a half note with a dot on it. Then it probably shows it to you upside down, or what looks like upside down. And by the way, the only reason some notes look upside down is if the notes are high on the staff, on your 5 lines, if they're high notes, the stem comes down. If the notes are low, the stem comes up. That's why they look upside down with each other. It's just to keep all the music pointed more towards the center of the staff. So now we're on to dotted half note. So before we get into playing those first 4 measures, let's figure out what a dotted half note is. Looking on the screen right now, you can see that you see a half note plus a dot equals a half note plus a quarter note, which equals a dotted half note. In other words, a half note plus a dot is 2 plus 1. And a half note plus a quarter note is 2 plus 1, which equals 3 counts. So when you see a dotted quarter note, you're going to hold it for 3 beats, 3 counts. Ta. That's what a dotted half note is. And the way we count the foods on a dotted half note is sharps and flats. We say those 3 words for dotted half notes. So let's count the foods to the first 4 measures. Ready, go. Juice, 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 juice. Hot sauce, juice, sharps and flats. Do you see how the 3rd and 4th measure are exactly the same, just written differently? There's a half note tied to a quarter note, or a hot sauce tied to a juice, and then there's a dotted half note. They each are the same note held for 3 beats. So now let's say what you play. First 4 measures. Say what you play. Go. Ta, 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 ta. All right. Now play the rhythm on one tone, all on a concert E flat. First note of the song, rhythm on that note. 1, 2, 3. Hey, just for practice, let's play that rhythm on one tone again, just to really get the idea that we're going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, tapping your foot, rhythm on one tone. 1, 2. Okay, now we've got the rhythm down. We already know the notes. Now let's go for it as written. So here's the first 4 measures as written. Only when I count us off, I'm only going to count to 3. Usually I count to 4. Only going to count to 3 today. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3. Whew, my lips are getting tired, and all of a sudden my bottom lip was starting to get tired and fatigued. One of the reasons I'm doing this lesson today on flute, and I did the last one, number 68 on flute, I recorded that one today as well, is because a week from now I have to play a solo on flute on a professional recording with a jazz band, and so I'm wanting to get ready for it. So I'm kind of shocking my muscles into shape and getting ready for that. This is a good point to kind of pause in the video and let's talk about 3/4 time signature. What does that mean? Well, if you look at the very top of your page, you'll see it says 3 equals 3 counts in a measure. By the way, anytime you have a time signature, 3/4 or 4/4, or in the next book, you're going to see 6/8 and 3/8. You're going to see different time signatures. The top number means how many counts there are in each measure. So in 3/4 time signature, there's 3 counts in each measure. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3 instead of 4. The bottom number, the 4 on the bottom, it doesn't mean the number 4. If there's a 4 on the bottom, it means that the quarter note gets 1 count. And that is going to be true for a long time for you, but there is going to come a time when the quarter note no longer gets 1 beat. It gets something different, but I don't want to confuse you yet. So just for right now, just know that the bottom note or the bottom number being a 4 means quarter note. And that is really confusing without having a lot of explanation. So don't worry about the bottom note, the bottom number. It just means a quarter note. Now let's tackle the last 4 measures the same way we did the first 4. So here is measure 5, 1 note at a time. Find measure 5, 1 note at a time. Ready? Oh, that note, everyone, is a concert A flat. That note for all the flutes and mallets and bass clef instruments, bassoons, oboes, that is an A flat. Why is it an A flat? Because your key signature, everybody say key signature, not time signature. Time signature is 3/4. The key signature is how many flats or sharps are written at the beginning of the song. And for the flutes, oboes, mallets, bass clef instruments, you have 3 flats. And the last flat in your key signature is an A flat. Everybody say boogie, everyone, and do get chicken funky. What? Say boogie, everyone, and do get chicken funky. Boogie, everyone, and do get chicken funky. By the way, if you go watch my video on my resources page called Funky Chickens, you'll understand why I just said that. Funky Chickens is Funky Chickens get down and everyone boogies. Boogie, everyone, and do get chicken funky. What does that mean? I'm telling you, if you learned that sentence forward and backwards, Funky Chickens get down and everyone boogie, everyone, and do get chicken funky, you learn that. There's a reason to learn it. I challenge you to go to my resources page and watch the video called Funky Chickens. Okay? You'll see why. For the transposing instruments, for example, for trumpet, clarinets, and tenor saxophones, you have a B flat. That's the last flat in your key signature, which is a B flat. French horns, you have an E flat. And who else? Alto saxophones and baritone saxophone, this one gets a little tricky for you. That note is now an F natural. It's a regular F. It's your first finger and not your middle finger. So often you have an F sharp, your middle finger, but in this case, in your key signature, there is no sharp sign on the F. So it means that your F is automatically normal or natural or regular, first finger. So let's just get that note, everyone. I'm going to play that third note of the fifth measure. I'm going to hold it for a little while, and I want you to play it also. And if it's the wrong note, figure out why. Okay, make sure you're playing the correct note. Okay, are you playing the correct note there? I hope so. So now here's measure 5, 1 note at a time. Ready? Again. And third time. Ready? Great. Go to the next measure. Measure 6, 1 note at a time. Starts on that concert A flat. Ready? Go. Second time. Third time. Measures 5 and 6, fast pairs. Start on the first note of measure 5. Fast pairs, ready, go. Ready, go. Third time, go. Do fast pairs again, but start on the second note instead. Second note of measure 5 and go one note farther. Ready, go. So you landed on the first note of that measure, of the next measure. Second time, go. And third time, go. Okay, now let's jump back for a second and do this. I noticed as we played measure 5 and 6 one note at a time, it felt kind of sad, or it had a bit of a dark feeling to it. And I want to kind of play that. Let's play 5 and 6 as written, and then we're going to play around with it a little bit. So here's measure 5 and 6 as written. 1, 2. Let's do that a second time. Ready? And third time. Ready? Okay, that has kind of a sad feel to it. And I'm just going to have fun with that. So watch me, just listen for the next 15 seconds, and then I want you to pause the video and do the same kind of thing. Okay, if you do that, just start to explore it and have fun with it. It doesn't matter if you play the wrong notes or the wrong rhythm or anything. You're just having fun with it in a different way. So hit pause and do that on your own for a minute, and then come back. Here we are, the last two measures, one note at a time. Ready? For me, it's just E flat, D, E flat. What is it for you? Just those two notes. Ready? Go. Well, I meant those three notes, but it's only two different notes. So last two measures. Ready? Go. Okay, we've got the notes down. So for just those two measures, I want you to count the foods. Tapping your foot, ready, go. Hot sauce, juice, sharps and flats. Do it again. Tapping your foot, go. Hot sauce, juice, sharps and flats. Now say what you play on ta. Ready, go. Ta, ta, ta. Now play the rhythm on one tone. Ready, go. Tap your shoe and do that again. Rhythm on one tone. Ready, go. Now play it as written. 1, 2. You've got it. Let's put those four measures together. Measures 5, 6, 7, and 8 as written. So the measure right after the breath mark. I'll count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's do that again. Second time as written. 1, 2. And third time as written. 1, 2. You are getting the notes. You are learning what they are. You're playing and you're understanding the notes. They're inside your fingers. And even if you make mistakes here and there, you're learning so much. And I'm proud of you for doing this. You really are isolating and chunking and doing one note at a time and having fun with one and rhythm on one tone and doing things that other musicians don't do. I mean, you're doing hard work. That is how you practice smarter and not harder, by doing the mundane, the monotonous, the boring stuff, by putting work in, because on day 3, then you can go. And have fun with it. And that is the point. So go turtle slow. Work hard at the hard stuff. Just to throw this out there. Of course, today you're on number 69, channel 3, working smarter and not harder, doing little strategies to tackle these notes because we can't play it fast yet. But you can go back a page. You can go back 2, 3, 4 pages. Why not go to Hot Cross Buns or go to Mary Had a Little Lamb or Merrily We Roll Along or one of those easy songs now and play, just have fun with it, you know? And just go have fun with it because it's so easy. Play that stuff as fast as you want. But the new songs, go turtle slow, and on day 3 you can start to speed it up. So let's play the entire song, 84 beats a minute, like that. But do look in the very end of the song. Do you see a repeat sign? You see those 2 dots on there? And I always think of those 2 dots as smiling all the way back to the beginning of the song. So you're going to play the whole thing twice. Here we go. 84 beats a minute, playing the song twice. Tapping your foot. I'll count to 3. 1, 2. I'm almost willing to bet that when you got to the last measure the first time, you didn't repeat right away. And it's kind of different. That last note was only 3 beats long, and then boom, you had to go back to the first note and repeat it. So let's do this again as written. We're at 85 beats a minute. Sorry, 84 beats a minute. Yeah, and by the way, if there's 2 notes anywhere or measure you're having a problem with, I'd pause the video right now and tackle that measure. Come back and play it as written. Really, there's a value. There's nothing ever wrong with pausing. Because if I was right there in person with you, for sure we would pause and tackle the problems that you're having. Because, by the way, problems are the best thing in the world, because as you tackle those problems, you're actually doing so much more. It's kind of like if you're a baseball player and you are a pitcher and you have an issue with getting your left knee up high. If you did lots of pitches, if you practiced 30 pitches a day with getting your knee really up high so you can get that good extension and good stride, well, look, you're doing a lot of other stuff too. You're practicing all the other parts. You are rehearsing all the stuff you already know how to do. How to hold the ball, how to have an L, all the physical things you do when you pitch. but you're doing it because you're working on your knee getting up high. Well, as you practice music, remember, just because you're doing something that you already know how to play doesn't mean you're not getting a lot of value from it. Even if you take the easiest song in the world that you can play already and you broke it down and did fast pairs right now, you would get a lot of value from it. It would help you to play other songs. So, here's the whole song, 84 beats a minute. I'm talking a lot, aren't I? Whew. All right. We're in 3/4 time signature, tapping our foot. I'll count to 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right, stop this video, go do something for fun. Come back later, do it today. Do this 3 days in a row. Take your own metronome. Slow your metronome down to as slow as you need to where you can play it the correct notes and rhythms. Go for it, everyone. Today has been great because you've learned what a dotted half note is, that a dotted half note is really 2 + 1, and it's 3 beats long. You're going to have a dotted half note in the next 2 songs down, in Down in the Valley and Brother Martin. And from now on, you're going to understand what a dotted half note is. It is 3 beats. All right? All right, everybody. I love this stuff. Forgive me for talking so much sometimes, but I love music, and I love be able to teach you. And if you're out there and you're having problems or struggling with something specific, reach out to me. Man, I love to make videos and do other things that are helpful to you. I have a blog page that I haven't developed very much yet as of today, this date and time, but if you ask me a question about something, I'll very well make a video and post it on my blog, or it's called Journal under my resources tab. But if you reach out to me in email or in any way, I will help you however I can. All right? All right. Stay sharp, everyone. Bye.